Okay, we're here. Where the hell is here? We haven't been anywhere in a long while. This, of course, is Anacross. Been a while. I've been working all over summer. I'm no longer working, so I'm free again. Right. We're returning to an old game. This is Euro Truck Simulator 2. We are currently in a place called Palermo in the Italian sector, and I thought we'd do a little trip from Palermo around Italy and just have a look at the what's the word? The scenery. We haven't really done much around it. So from Palermo, and that'll do. I'm not going to argue. I'm just going to do it. Yep. Yep, fine. I think that's heavy haul's not a problem for me. Right. Okay, let's go. Let's jump in the cab. Okay, now if you're wondering, this is the multiplayer server. I've done it on this one for a couple of reasons. Firstly, the traffic, the normal cars, the AI, I suppose, drives me insane at the best of time, mainly because it doesn't make for very good videos. So I kind of wanted the quieter road so that I can drive around slowly and look at the terrain. And I've also, on this particular server, this is server 3, it has no cars. It does have other players, and they can come in and join by all means, but they just can't zoom around in cars and act like idiots, because that's ruined it. In one of the reasons I didn't play Euro Truck Simulator 2 for quite a while, look, Renner, is purely simple. I got put off the multiplayer aspect, I suppose you could call it that. For me, was ruined by the gameplay experience. Once small cars got involved and more kiddies started playing it, zooming around like it's a racetrack, I just gave up. There was no point whatsoever. The immersion had gone. So here we are, driving along. We are now currently in Palermo. This is a new map extension. It looks I was going to say it looks fairly good, but then I'm thinking it looks fairly generic. Actually, I've never actually been to Italy. Well, I mean, obviously I'm English and I live in Spain, and I've travelled around the world, and I've been through Italy, but certainly never to Palermo as part of Italy. I've just thinking now I've landed in Italian airports once or twice, and so on and so forth, but I never really explored the outskirts of some of the Italian provinces. So I don't know, maybe this is like Italy, maybe it's not. So here we are, driving along. What are we doing? Where are we going? Etc. 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 This is a what's the word? Yeah, a bit fast. Doesn't really matter. This is a demo video, kind of. I'm recording in 4K. I'm testing out how big file sizes are. This is currently at 60 megabits per second, and I want to see what the quality is like, and etc. 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 And shall I continue doing Euro Truck Simulator 2 videos? I don't know. Probably not. I highly suspect that I will go off on a tangent, because I do, and I will end up doing videos for other PC games. I say PC, I've always been a PC gamer, been right back since 80s, but I don't own any consoles, never owned any consoles. My total playtime on consoles in my entire life is probably about half an hour when I've been around at friends' houses, but yeah, that's total, not per time. So I've always been a solid PC gamer, and yeah, right now I'm just testing. I've still got the same computer I always had, back from 2013, but I have changed the graphics card. I used to have a GTX 690, which was bloody awful. I had 16 GTX 690s replaced under warranty, and this now is a present for my wife. This is the 1060. I bought this as soon as I could after the Bitcoin mining fiasco, as in, you probably remember, 2017, 2018, it was almost next to not impossible to buy a video card without paying stupidly through the nose for it, so I kept off as long as possible, which basically meant I couldn't use a PC because the GTX 690 was pretty much on its last legs. So for ages I didn't use a PC, and then when prices dropped sufficiently, I persuaded the wife to get me this 1060. But having said all of that, prices now continue to drop. The 1060. Let's face it. I mean, how many hours have I put on the? That's a little bit sneaky. How many hours have I put on this 1060 graphics card? Probably about 30 hours total. I've also got a new screen now. I've got a 4K screen. The last screen's died. I can say thank you to my cats for that. Don't ask, but my cats left their mark on the screens and blew them up. Oh God, all over the place. That serves me right for talking. Hey, we're in Italy. Maybe people in Italy drive like this. So yeah, here we are. Now, I haven't played this game in a long while. I did buy the Italian pack, obviously, duh. And I also bought the Cone trailer pack as well, and a couple of other bits, and I can't remember what. I mean, let's face it, I've spent so many hours on this game back when I used to DJ for a radio station here. I was level 30. I've actually reset this account, so it's no longer level 30. I'm now level 23, but I'm doing it all over again. Just working my way back up. Why? Because I just got bored, and because my old save file got corrupted, and I couldn't be bothered trying to find it and restore it and all that sort of stuff. So it's oh, what the hell? Let's just do it again. So I think at the moment I'm level 22 to level 23, but I haven't been playing it much. Like I said, I've been busy over summer. I haven't had a proper working PC in a long time, but here we are. We're back now, and let's see how we go. So we're now in the middle of nowhere. Let's just stop and have a quick peek at this Italian expansion zone. Yeah, here we are, middle of nowhere. Wind farm, trees, rocks. Yeah, little generic. I mean, how do you make it Italian? Not too certain, but it could be American Truck Sim, and I could be in the back end of nowhere. Can you tell the difference? Other than a couple of wind farms, not really. Anyway, I digress. So, we're back on now, the Italian expansion. Let's see how we get on. So, I haven't driven in game in quite a while, so you probably appreciate my driving is going to, quote-unquote, suck at the helm. But that's all right. How are we doing for fuel? Fuel okay, damage okay. I'm using a keyboard and mouse. Yep, keyboard gamer, that's me, keyboard warrior. I haven't used a steering wheel on a PC in, good God, 25 years. There used to be a, what's the word? Well, that looks pretty over in the distance. What is that? Over there in the distance, what is that? Anyone tell me? What's the tower now? Kind of looks like a James Bond film set. Yeah, there used to be a PC gaming cafe in London, cyber cafe in London, years ago, in 1995, 94. Last time I used one was that. Right, freight market, what are we going for? We're going for the mobile crane. Take your job, fine. Okay, continue. I have a truck which can take it. The truck I've got is this one, and I can lower a... I mean, this truck's good, don't get me wrong. Should I say truck or should I say cab, whatever you want to call it, motor engine. It's good. The turning circle can be a bit of a pain in the neck sometimes, but overall I've used this truck many times. Things. Oh, radio TBA, if you're wondering about that. Here is because currently I'm not on any radio station. Just finished working over summer. And I'm now, what's the word, just taking a break. I may go back on the airwaves on a radio station, but at the moment I'm not currently looking. If somebody comes and offers me a position somewhere, we'll think about it, but it's not something that what's the word, it is on my to-do list right now, but you know, things change. But for the moment I haven't made YouTube videos in a long time. Not that they were particularly great or popular, not by anyone's standards, not by any standards, hell, not even by my standards. But yeah, I thought, what the hell, let's have a crack. It's fun, something to do. All right, let's get this thing on the road. Now, have I put down, one second, stop, have I lowered, yeah, we have, we've got the fifth wheel in place. So, let's move on down. Okay, this is going to be fun. 1,000 kilometers. Okay. Alright, there's no point in trying to rush it. We are on the multiplayer server. ping currently is 41 milliseconds. Oh, my ISP, which is Movistar, updated my fibre optic. I was on 300 megabit per second up and down. Oop, not too fast there, boy. And I'm now on 600 megabit up down, and they did it free of charge without even asking. Right, look at that. I guess that the mobile crane was used to put up the wind farms, I guess. Although I'm not really certain if it was tall enough. Okay, let's get back to this. Otherwise what's the word? Bullshit, that's the word. Right, let's carry on. I haven't even updated the inside of his cab. I'm still in the same Scania cab that I was almost last time I played. I got me a little egghead bouncing around, my hula hoop girl, Michelin man, I've also got him on the roof, and the woof woof dog. Side packs, telephone box, bag, let's go side. Behind me I've got the Raven, whoa shit. Okay, off-road. Okay, you're not going to bounce anywhere, are you? Of course not. Oh dear. Let's try it. Diff lock. Come on, diff lock. Let's see where we're on. Yeah, we can do this. Come on. Come on. Come on. This is easy. Come on. Come on. Steer into it. That's the way to do it. Steer into it. Get the momentum. And then pull our way back. Not too much, because we're losing momentum. There we go. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I used to... I own a Jeep. I do off-roading in my spare time sometimes, so I understand about momentum and stuff, even if it doesn't help me drive and makes me go off corners. But anyway, right, turn that off now, and then we can just drive normally. Differential lock, very useful. I didn't know these things had this locks. Okay. Right, there we have beautiful Italy in the distance down there. Yeah, could be. Red roofs and so forth. Should just stop for, what's the word? A little bit of... I was going to say French baguette and some red wine. I mean, the red wine I get, but French baguette, is that really Italian enough? Pizza? Not like you get natural pizza, is it? Just go to a pizza plant and chop some off. Right, as I say, this is Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer. Currently we're just hobbling down the back street. A little bit boring video, probably. Long video, probably. Could do with a lot of editing, probably. Do I care? Probably not. As explained, this is more for me, a test video. I want to do the whole rigmarole, upload it, test it, file size, data size, quality, everything, all the works, see how it turns out, and then in future episodes we will then move on to different games and different settings and so forth and so forth. But as a not been on PC in a year and a half type thing, I thought let's start where we left off before we start going anywhere else. New games, what have I got? I've been playing World of Warships on and off. Very little actually, to be honest. I found it a little bit repetitive. What else have I got? I don't really know. I don't know. Oh, see, live recording. Can you hear in the background? That's my uffing neighbour drilling. What was that noise? My neighbour drilling in the background. It's like they retired a couple of years ago and they've got a bit of money. So every other minute they're just drilling and banging and bashing on that. I don't want to know what their house is like inside. It's probably absolutely immaculately perfect, but retired people with too much money are just the bane of the planet, because they're just in all the time, just designing things and banging things, and let's put things up and let's waste loads of money and pull it down again, and let's put it back up again and let's pull it down again. It just does your head in. So anyway, right, 1,000 kilometers left to go. We've got a crane, the bridge. Am I feeling Italian at the moment? Not really. Hey, John Lozani. Yeah, trying to ignore all that. There goes the drill again. Thing about live recording. If it's not the drill, it's a cats. If it's not the cats, it's a mobile phone. I wonder how people like Gamer Riot and all the others get on. And it must drive them absolutely bloody insane. Trying to do a full video every 10 minutes, somebody then to re-record it and so forth. It must be nasty. But, and again, I suppose they've got soundproof rooms. Me, I'm just at home in my spare time. I've got the cats all around me looking. And at any given moment, they like to fight just to basically get me off my arse. Oh, my drill is going to do my... Anyway, just ignore it. Ignore it. I'm sure they will stop when they've run out of money or get bored. No, here we go. Let's see what the village looks like. Not bad. Not bad. It looks a little bit Italian-ish. Italian-esque. Yep. And drill's really going to get on my nerves. What do you want to do? Go out to my neighbours and say, excuse me, do you mind not drilling for the next 2 days? Because I'm planning on doing a YouTube video at some point, but I don't know when, depending on how much time I've got. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, it doesn't... It's not bad, is it? I liked the Scandinavian expansion. I've got the Scandinavia map pack. It's nice. Lots of roundabouts, lots of little roads, lots of hills to go through. They made some effort with the tunnels and so forth, and some of the road layouts are fairly funky. I've also got the French expansion. In fact, let's pull over a second. I can't pull over, quote unquote, too long because I'm on the multiplayer server, and they get a bit pissy if you stop for long. But let's just have a quick look at the map. So I'm here. So can we zoom out a little bit? You think, please? Hello. I can zoom in. I can't zoom out. Okay. So that's a Palermo bit. That's at the boot of Italy. So I've got the Italian expansion. We've also got the French expansion. Going west, we've also got, and then we've got the Scandinavian as well. And I know at the moment they are doing soon a Russian expansion over here, aren't they? The Western Highway thing. It's not out yet, but they're working on it. What? Okay, that way. There we go. They're working on it. When that one's out, I don't know. Will I buy it? I don't know. If I continue to play this game, it proves to be popular, I guess. Me personally, I was in love with this game for a long time. I felt there was something about how all the drivers got together and all tried to behave and act as individuals, but following the road rules. It was fun. It was interesting. I remember when this first came out as a single player, and SES Software said there's no way it can be made multiplayer, no way. And then somebody, I can't remember the guy's name. I should do, but I can't remember the guy's name. Made it into a multiplayer map, and everyone went ooh, and it just became so popular. And I really enjoyed that with this game at that point, and I really enjoyed it. But then it became a victim of its own success, and next thing you know, there's idiots everywhere. And then, in my opinion, and this is my personal opinion, and no doubt that the one person that actually let's have a play on the other side of the road. Let's give him a beep. There you go. That's going to quick beep. The one person that actually watches this video for you and doesn't get bored. What killed this to me, this particular game, was for the multiplayer aspect when they added the cars, and then the little dick started zooming around everywhere in the cars. That killed it for me, because not only were they driving around like idiots, every time a car hit a truck, it was the truck that came off 10 times worse than the car. Nothing to do with maths, physics, or anything like that. The car would do 115 kilometers an hour, hit the back of a truck. Truck would zoom up in the air about 150 feet, and the car would just carry on as though nothing had happened. So there's no penalty for the kids acting like idiots, and the admins didn't really seem to do much. I'm sure they were playing whack-a-mole, but at the end of the day, the game was ruined, and that's why I stopped playing it. That's why I quit playing ETS2, that, and I had a full-time job, and also PC problems. So between all those issues, these things, this always confuses me now. This confuses the crap out of me. I know the one with the spinning greeny thing I can go through, but these ones, can I go through these? Are these automatic? I wish there's some way it would be more obvious. Yeah, okay, this one I can go through, but some of them, it's just not obvious enough which I can go through without stopping, and which ones you get there and the barrier doesn't actually open and you end up bouncing off it, and then you've got to reverse back out. It's not very clear. But yeah, that's my logic behind it. That's why I stopped playing ETS. It was fun, certainly single player. It was single player, just got a little bit repetitive, boring. The fun part for me was multiplayer, and then, like I say, it got ruined with cars and idiots and all the rest of it. But the people that have made the multiplayer server, pat off to them and stuck with it. They still keep on patching it, still keep on updating it. It's still free of charge. and I still think they've done a very good job, albeit the fact that those videos. Now, what they've done is that they've separated the server. So if you don't want to play with idiots on a car-free server, here we are. It's not quite as popular as some of the other servers, but I enjoy it. It means I can get to drive my truck in peace and quiet, show you some of the landscapes without me driving off the road, in complete bliss. Now, I know I'm talking a lot. I get that. It's just going to be a blabberthon. I will, at some point in the future, be using video editing software and cutting down the video lengths, and what's the word, trying to chop it down to a 25-minute clip. So I suppose the best analogy is, here's a tree, I'm going to chop it, here's the wood, as opposed to watching me go chop, 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 and then talking about it. At the moment, that's coming in the future. I'm not going to say when. It's when I can get round to it, when I can be asked, or when the time permits, etc., etc. But for now, this is pretty cool. Right, big tall bridge. But for the moment, here we are. Oops, not going a bit fast. What's the speed? That's all coming in the future. For now, though, for today's test episode, let's just call it the test episode, whatever you want to call it, the alpha beta of me streaming, whatever you want to call it. This is purely just me, so I can check on the file sizes, bit rates, naming. It's been probably about a year since I uploaded a cat video in April, one of the blind cats, I think. But yeah, I haven't really done anything with YouTube videos, games, PC, anything since April. So it's I'd like to get back into it. So this is my first video in a long while, just so that you can see how the quality is, etc., etc. My driving's still as crap as ever, and I still talk as much shit as I did the first time around. And at least I don't have to worry about being demonetized, because my 5 views that this is going to get is not going to make any difference to anyone. Other games, what am I looking at? There were some new PC games coming out. I'm not interested in Star Citizen. You can cancel that one off your list. But there were a few other space agey sci-fi type games I was looking at, although right now they've just completely left my brain. But yeah, I haven't really got many new PC games lately. Like I say, I've not had a working PC in a long time, and even when it was working, then I lost the use of the monitors, so I couldn't even see anything. So between the cats, the monitors, and getting through 16 GTX 690 cards, I really haven't had much time to play any games at all, and also obviously being at work as well. I've now stopped. It's now November, so I have no more work, and yep, back on the job trial. But anyway, we digress. Right, where are we? Is that what it looks like in ugly? Damn, fugly. Trees. I've pretty much got most of the settings turned on medium or high or ultra high. View. Right, well, I must admit, I do have to admit, the steering wheel looks very nice. The dashboard is very well done. But, yeah. Right. Outside. It says truck. I'm mindful of the fact that the volume on the outside is sufficiently louder. I have been tweaking the game volume and everything else, trying to get it to size, but still, it's loud, and it still needs tweaking. I've still got a long way to go yet, getting all the volumes done, and editing, and cutting and pasting, and that sort of stuff. Long way to go. Ooh, pretty. Ah, there's a trucker in front of us. Remember, this is multiplayer. This is why there are cars. So that truck down there is another player. Can't see it. Nemesis is one. Oops, slow down. Oh. Messina. Only reason I know Messina, I'm going to be honest, is the film Patton. Where he's talking about Messina. And what was it? Oh, God. Montgomery. Says who would have thought it? Battle for the deciding factors of World War II battle would be chosen in a toilet in Messina. But yeah, Right, got a little roundabout kind of road. Reminds me a little bit of Scandinavia set. Messina. Should we stop for a pizza somewhere? Is that racist? Xenophobic? Lights. Handbrake. Oh. La 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 la. I know. I'm like the only person now that's got an MRSC and he is com. So why am I sat at the lights in the middle of nowhere all on my own? Because I'm not on my own. I've got one person on YouTube watching me in about a year's time going, oh, he went to the lights. So no. Oh look, started with the drill again. Okay, so where we're going. Let's try and get in the lane at least. This looks nice. Well, advertising symbols. I'm on a keyboard. If it looks like I'm swizzing around, it's because I'm suffering a little bit of lag and I'm on a keyboard. It doesn't help. More lights. Slow down a little bit. That's a change. Off we go again. Messina discovered. Okay, I would have thought that happened earlier. That's not. That's graffiti and things. That's. Have we had that before? Graffiti on garage doors? I don't think so. And I've seen most of the map. Hell, I've driven through Birmingham in England. I don't see any graffiti there. But is it here next? I always get confused. So next junction. Okay, I'll stop. Around. No, just me. Okay, what cars we got? Fiat Panda over there. Some generic Japanese car over there. Okay, let's go. Very quiet. I guess multiplayer doesn't have any pedestrians. So, to the left. Looks like our other player is ahead of us. Oh, is he? He's not doing it right. Stopping above a light, surely. I thought I was any good do-gooder. Right. Are we going by boat? I didn't think we were going by boat. I thought we were going all the way by road. Did I take a turn off? I've missed a say. No, we're going through this light. Sorry, we're going through this light. And you're lagging like a bitch. Yeah, a little bit of lag going on there, unless you drive sideways. Let's give him a little bit of room. Because he is lagging like a son of a bitch. It looks like we're going by the port. I didn't think we were going by port. I thought we were going down the road. That's why I chose it. Anyway, doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just going to stay here and watch it. That doesn't look... Yeah. What are you doing there? That's pretty... Yeah. That doesn't look right. Now, what are you doing? You Polish. I'm trying to work out. It's like, well, my time is like 6 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm just trying to work out if you guys are completely drunk or not. Okay. Where is it? Powertrans Nemerice 1. Are you supposed to be Nemesis? Because if it is, it's really bad spelling. Right, there's a lot to that. Stazione Messina Maritima. That's not bad. Stella Line got 1 or 2 hours. That's not bad, is it? I mean, the way they've done the dock and so forth, it's fine. That's emotive. You never really know what it looks like, but you've got a good idea that it might look something like this. I'm in a low collision area, so I politely drive up the guy's ass, but not care. Let's turn off. Even if I can't see where the damn stop line is, let's go to the stop. Alright. So let's now go to Villa San Giordani. Where the hell are we going? Oh, we're crossing. Oh, I couldn't see. We're crossing into the... Okay, fine. I couldn't see. No, I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, obviously Palermo is an island, but it wasn't very clear. Unless you really, really zoom in. Alright. So we went from there to there, right? Okay. Well, you'd think maybe they could afford a bridge. Well, I don't really know if the Italians are good at building bridge lanes. Sorry, that's an off joke. Can we see where we go? I guess we're going forward. Which lane? I don't know. Are we supposed to go down here? I guess so. Alright. That's quite pretty. Excuse me. Sorry, apologies if the engine sounds blasting you out. It's very difficult trying to get the volume levels down. So here we are. La technology. There we go. Oh, it's very similar to Spanish. What have we got here? Eco de miel. Okay. Right, little bins. Doobie 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 doo. Anyone around? Just me. I'm ping 40. Yay. Where are we going? Left. Oh shit. Bob. Okay. We're still in no collision. No, we're not. I've got to go right here. 794 kilometers. So that little boat ride was like completely, utterly pointless. I imagine what it is it's probably a lot longer boat ride in reality, but they've just shunted it together. Although it's not very clear on the map. That's why I wasn't a bit confused by it all. Okay, let's carry on up here, turn right here. Obviously I've got no music playing. Don't want to be copyrighted, striked, that sort of bullshit. I guess if we continue to stream YouTube videos, at some point we may look into getting uncopyrighted music, or at least copyright-free music to play. I don't know why I said we, because I'm the one that'll be doing it. But I don't know, you dear YouTube viewer, or one of you. Hey, look, let's put it this way. If you set up a fan club right now, you could be the captain of the fan club. You could indeed. But hell, you could be the captain, vice president, chairperson. And yeah, but I'm not sleeping with the groupies. Sorry, groupies. It's not going to happen. Okay. Now, are we in Italy? I guess so. Hey, we're in Italy. I don't look too bad. It's got a Tuscan feel to it. I'm not really certain if it's Tuscany or not, but you know what I mean. Terracotta. Right. 778 kilometres to go. But we can get a flat piece of road, which isn't all twisty, we might be able to put our foot down, but I don't think so. I think this is Italy, where roads as twisty as pieces of spaghetti. Long pieces of spaghetti at that. Twiddly bits. So, Villa San Giovanni. Okay. Petrol station coming up. We have 1,041 kilometres range, and we've got 766. We should be alright. Let's have a look at the petrol station. Gas it in there. Right. Like I say, apologies for pinballing. I am on a keyboard. It's a bit difficult. You have it left on or right on, and with a little bit of lag, it goes both ways. Right, how are we doing? Ping, 40 milliseconds. I'm the only one around at the moment. Not like Amsterdam. Thank God. Tunnels. We do like our tunnels. Oh, money. Not real life money. I don't have $145 million or pounds or euros in real life. I really don't. All I do is just the decimal point is about 15 places to the left. So, what was I going to say? Money. That's not cheating. That 135,240,336 is not from cheating. I set up a long time ago a load of garages, and each garage I put 5 drivers in. Each one is fully loaded, and over time, as you're driving around the map, it very, very quickly adds up. You'd be amazed how quickly that 135 million starts churning over. Each time a driver completes a job, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000 and you've got like 40, 50 drivers going, it can add up quite considerably quite quick. But at the moment, wasn't me, you didn't see anything. At the moment you can't really see anything. Alright, I'm going to try and put my foot down, if any, so you don't have to listen to me to blabber on for hours. That is, that's kind of Italia in the background. No Italian sheep or horses. Cattle. And no mopeds. You'd expect to see one or two mopeds around, wouldn't you? Italy. Little Fiat 500s everywhere, and everyone's nerves. Now, I have to be careful because I've got a load of weight on the back of this trailer, and the momentum can send me going skew if I don't watch it. So, and yeah, I'm still pinballing. Petrol station, very nice petrol station. Very Italian petrol station. Oops. Napoli. Catanzaro. Catanzaro? That's right, is it? Catanzaro. Catanzaro. Yeah. Aeroporto di Catanzaro. Well, 666 kilometres left to go. We've done 200 and something, but obviously this road's now a little bit flatter, so we can, to put it in the proverbial English, hoof it. Olive trees, bushes, vineyard perhaps. Ah, there's some cattle. Oops, tried to crash. See, Italian cattle. And I know we're going fast, probably a bit too fast this time. Italian style church, Italian mafia building site, and yeah, pretty good. I like it. It's got a feel to it. Certainly it doesn't feel like England. It doesn't feel like Spain too much. And parking spaces there in the middle. A little bit dangerous, I think, unless they're for police. When you're parking one of them, pulling out will be a bit fun. Another tunnel. Hey. Very long tunnel. Anyone know if this is a real tunnel? I mean, in real life, on a certain part of the map, I guess. It's this long. Maybe. But if you like tunnels, try the Scandinavia DLC. Especially up north, by the coast. Some very long tunnels. Right, here we are. Some more. Is that hay? That's hay. Overcast. Some green shrubs on the right. Grapes. A weird parking bay. Balloon in the distance. Behind us. Pedal to the metal. That's texture. Yeah, my driving style's all awful. I do apologise. I'm half mindful, or very mindful of the fact that this is a 4K video, and as such, it's making. I did a tour, wobbly. I did a test recording before of 10 minutes, and 10 minutes clocked in at 5.5 gigabytes. So if you work out that a 40-minute video then is going to be around about 22 gigabytes. Now, I'm not exactly the best mathematician in the world, but that seems about right. And obviously, depending on the FPS and so forth, and sound and anything else that can buff it out, you could be looking at a 25 to 30 gigabyte video, if not more. Now, going back to what I said right at the very, very beginning, if you're still watching and haven't fallen asleep, and if by now you've logged out and got bored, I do not blame you. Again, the whole point of this video is a test for me to see how much data a 30-minute video will take at 4K. It may be that the next video I put out, it probably isn't going to be, but it's possible that the next video I do is fully edited, fully crimped, cropped, pasted, dusted, sparkly bits in it, edits and all the rest of it, and it's still 30 minutes long, and therefore the data size will be the same. So I need to know now how long it's going to take to upload a 30 gigabyte file. I also need to know how long it's going to take for YouTube to encode it. I also need to know, basically a lot of stuff, because I haven't done this in a long time. There's a certain amount of variables, including encoding. Now, I'm cheating. Why am I cheating? Because this video, I can just upload in one go. Boom, 30 gigabytes straight to YouTube, and let YouTube do all the rendering and all the rest of it itself. It'll take a while. I don't care. Once the upload's done, YouTube can render it however it sees fit. But if I'm doing it at my end later on, then it's me that's rendering it, and it's me that's doing all the edits and the cuts, and that's going to take even longer. But before I do that, because I know rendering can take a horrible amount of time. Yep, never come. Before I do that, who was that? That was Eager Pirate, for E-G-E-R, Eager Pirate. So maybe it's pirate for eggs. Before I do that, and before I go to the trouble of editing, I want to see how long it's going to take me to upload 30 gigabytes. I can't even believe I'm saying that. 20 years ago, 30 years ago, the download speed on dial-up modems was 50 megabytes an hour. And I'm talking now about uploading 30 gigabytes. Uploading. I sort of have to make anyone go, ooh. So the Australians would be crying their eyes out by now. Yeah, 30 gigabytes or even 20 gigabytes is a shit ton of data. So it's a very good practical way for me to see how long it's going to take to upload all this crap. And then I can see, I can start planning my days out. You follow me? If you're going to do an upload schedule, then you need to know how long certain things you need to know how long certain aspects are going to take you. How can I put it? Start ruling out the unknowns out of the equation. So the first unknown that I've got in this particular case is how long it's going to take, and how big is it, and that sort of stuff. Just the basic file handling. Will YouTube even allow me to upload a 30-minute 4K video? Is it going to tell me to piss off? I would rather know all that now before I start sitting down and spending hours on Final Cut Pro or whatever program it is I decide to use to edit videos. I haven't even decided that yet. It's not going to be iMovies, I'll tell you that, and it's not going to be Windows Movie Maker, but it will be something. So yeah, before I sit down and start banging my head against the wall and pulling out the manuals and RTFMing, before all of that, step one, just do a straight A-B video, start to finish video, which is what this is. Non-stop talking, blah 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 blah, just so I can see time-wise how long it's going to take to upload it, and from that I can then set my clocks and work my way around it, etc, etc. Right, we covered all that. Now you know why I'm doing it. The next game, the next whatever I'm going to play next, I haven't decided on. You're quite welcome to leave in comments what else you want me to play. If you want me to stick with VTS2 for a while, we can do that. Maybe we could even go on some of the other routes of the servers. I'm hesitant to say the Duisburg to Calais route type thing, if only because I know what idiots are there, and to be honest, I don't find it that much fun anymore. But if you want me to do it as a one-off or a two-off, then we can do that. Just to say we've done it, but don't expect me to spend hours and hours and weeks and weeks and weeks stuck in traffic jams for you. There are other things to do. Drive with prudence. Who's Prudence? Dear Prudence. Don't you know my name? Yeah. Right. How long we got? 412 kilometres, changing to the middle lane because why not? Because I'm all over the place. And yeah, like I say, I'm on keyboard. I'm actually on flat out. If you're wondering, my finger is nailed to the W key. We ain't going any faster. I think this is a 560 or 730 horsepower. But either way, it's not exactly uber quick, but it doesn't need to be. I don't like ruining the submersion too much. So, alright, there we are. Stadio. Alright, that's the station. Hi there. Give you a beep. Thank you. Do that. Yes, I'm still wobbling. Can't help it. Pinball. I suppose we should start to slow down. If only because I hate zooming up to these things. I've got the speed cameras turned off, so I don't get penalised every 10 seconds. Okay. Slowing down, slow. I think you need to be below 30 kilometres an hour on these. There we go. Okay. because like I say, I still never know which one to go through. And 380 kilometres to go. Here we go now. Achievement progress. Mind the lava. What? What does that even mean? Mind the lava. What? Napoli pescare bari. What does mind the lava mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know. Don't know what that means. I don't. My brain will melt thinking about it. So, 647 kilometres range fuel, 371 range till drop off. So we don't really need to fill up. I don't know if filling up will, what's the word, affect the handling. In a car, you fill up 80 litres of fuel or whatever, 40 litres of fuel, and you'll notice a difference in weight. It's like an extra person sat in the boot. But in this particular game, a truck, if you're loading 300 gallons, I don't know, nearly 1,000 litres, that's quite a weight. Mass, if you prefer to be, what's the word, pedantic about it. Yeah, that's quite a weight. So you'd think it would affect the handling, but I don't think it does. But still, I'm just doing it more for time. I don't really want to stop and get fuel. That's too much. Right, let's have a look at this Italian building in the background. Yeah. I guess it's Italian. Feels it nice, huh? Feels still nice. I do like the fields. Yeah, it's quite grassy. Anything you're missing is the smell of cow manure in the distance from the farmers chucking muck on fields. Dum bum bum bum. Alright, still going. Too many things to look at. How are we doing at the moment? Nobody around us. Still, oh, there's somebody over there. Robin from Russia, and Amida, probably from Russia also, I imagine, since they're both from the same clan, and they're coming towards us. So, hand over horn. Ooh, time to get horny, baby. I know. Russian convoy. Convoy time. Let's do down there. Now you will come around this way, and I'm going off this way. Nice gentle slope for us. Horrible for them. Do it that way to make sure that my side of the road gets completely covered in yellow spots. Don't want to miss a bit. Right, 300 kilometres to go. So that's what we've done 2/3 already. Not that long. It'll be interesting to see when we've done this journey. What is the file size? It's going to be pretty huge. Not going to lie. I've lost track now already how long I've been recording, but as I say, 5.5 gigabytes every 10 minutes. Do the math, it adds up very, very quickly. But is it worth it? Do you see the full quality? Doesn't seem to be ready there. I don't know. You can tell me later. So, nope, don't do that view. That's a horrible view also. I like the reflections. Hey look, reflections are cool. Doopy doopy doop. I don't know. I don't know if the quality's there or not. You can tell me when you're watching later on your mobile phones or iPads or whatever. Just like I say, it's not really about that. And this video, surprisingly, isn't really about Euro Truck Simulator 2 either. It's more about me just getting back into the swings of things. It's been a long while since I made a video. It's been a while since I made a new video. Okay. Yep, what's that? It's a green fence. Yay. Okay. Green fence, typically used to it. Just go straight over there. 400 meters. Do we want to get some fuel? My cat's going to say that. Just for the sake of it. Alright, fine. Fuck it. We'll get some fuel. And we'll just get some fuel. Just because. Where's it, Charlie? This way. Auto carry. Auto carry. Like cash and carry. Where's you? Alright, so 137 a litre. That's how many litres we've put into this thing.
The jelly.
And the cat's looking at me. Strange. Like while I'm talking to myself for hours on end. Yeah, it's funny. I know. Crazy. Okay, 470 litres. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Right, 238 kilometres. Soon be there.
The jelly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pinging 40 milliseconds. Doesn't bad. On the main server, when it gets really busy, my ping goes up to about 91. But it's not me. If you follow me, it's a server. Wherever they've got it located, it's just so busy with so many people on it. It's best it can get. Such is life. Right, let's carry on. 226 kilometres, pedal to the metal. Let's get on down to Crazy Town. So, I can't remember where we go. Is it Palermo to... Where the hell was it now? Terni. Terni? Palermo to Terni. Fine. Palermo to Terni. Never even heard of it. Wee! Whoosh! Whoosh! How's that? God, skid marks everywhere, not just on the road. Right. No, this stupid thing again. Yeah, drive with prudence. Would you know my name? Alright, now I think these ones are the don't need to stop, but you must be doing less than 30 kilometres an hour. I think. Good. Good. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, roads are quiet. I know the roads are quiet. What's the word? I didn't really want the cars around. You appreciate me talking, driving, stopping every so often to look at a pretty scenery. It wouldn't be doing to have the AI cars just getting in the way all the time. Do my head in. Okay, let's see again. More ubiquitous green fence. Isn't it? What do you think, Charlie? I mean, half of Europe must be covered in green fences. Why? Why? I think more of it to do with sound barrier, to be honest. I'll have to keep people out, stop stones and stuff getting thrown on the motorway, but it also acts as a sound barrier. And no, they don't need to be green. Any colour will work as well. So, Rome Centre. Are we going near Rome, are we? 168 kilometres to go. I'll pass in no time at all. No, we're turning off here. Oh, careful on this. We're going to swing right. Watch for the weight shift. Okay. Well, that's quite a relatively complicated road layout. On my left there. And yeah, another toll thing. Really? Got so many toll booths in Italy? They have toll booths in Spain, by the way. We do have them. Not where I live, in my part of the world, but they do have them in Spain. Private motorways. That's basically what it is. It's a stretch of road that's built alongside public road that you have to pay to use. They claim that it's better maintained than a public road, and there's less traffic on it than a public road because people are having to pay to use it as opposed to the public road being free. I'm in two minds. Is it safer? Is it quicker? It's just a way to make money, let's face it. It's just a road. It doesn't come with a free car and a chauffeur and a Rolls Royce. Okay. So, alright, 142 kilometres, getting closer by the second. Well, I'm really feeling the Italianness of it. I suppose this is what it's like. Okay. No, but it won't bother me. If I wanted to answer the phone, I would have answered it. Okay. Now, what time is it? That's probably the wife nagging me now. Alright, so 132 kilometres. Let's have a look. Okay, look at that in a minute. So yes, apologies for the waffly video. That's what it's like. It's very much a waffly video. Yeah, I've got the microphone on all the time. What's the word? This is just a standard cheap microphone, not even a headset mic. Because this is the first video I've done in a long while, just left it on. It's a lot easier. Basically, what's the thing? I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. Just turn it on, record, do your bit, turn it off, upload it, and then start doing your math calculations about time and distances and all that sort of rubbish. Later I'll start getting clever and push to talk and all that sort of stuff. But for the moment, for this particular video, I don't really care. It's purely just more of a test thing for me, as I've told you now repeatedly many times. So don't start shouting at me, oh, it's boring. I know it is. I know that. It's just as boring for me as it is for you, but it needs to be done. It's a test thing for a purpose. This is pure, I don't know, Anacross YouTube video alpha -1 alpha thing. Alpha test, whatever. Alright. 85 kilometers. What? What did we hit? Did we hit the wall? No, oh, look at that. Look at that, you sneaky little... That's that, isn't it? You see what it is? Tedious. It's that little thing there. Betcha. I betcha it's that little thing there. Not hitting anything in the back, are we? Yeah, I want to see it. Hold on. No, it's the roof of the thing, isn't it? Alright. I see it. That's what we're doing. I see it. Do it that way. I bet it's a guardrail. We're well and truly wedged. There we go. No. I want to go left. There we're going to go left. There we go. There we go. Oh, tedious. Only 2% damage. I think possibly we did a bit more than 2% damage. Too much talking and all the rest of it going on. I was just looking at the mobile phones and messages from my wife. Told you. Everyone just keeps bothering you. Okay. Hey, you want to sit down and do your thing and just do your YouTube videos? Nope. We're going to call, we're going to drill, bang, but that's what those professionals have to go through. So, that soda popping doesn't have to sit there and have people doing this to him. I don't know. Into Charlie. But we're not re-recording it, Charlie. No, fucking no way, we're not doing this again. You're not going to have to go through it again. And I'm not going to, what's the word, edit it out or bullshit like that. Nope, warts and all. Warts and all. Slow down a bit. Yeah, man. There we go. Right, let's have a look. Try not to crash into anything. What the hell? I didn't do that. Maybe a bit laggy. What's going on? Well, we're nearly there. 66 kilometres. Only did 2% damage. Yeah, I'm not certain what happened. I'm not entirely certain though. I don't know. I must have hit something. Obviously I wasn't paying attention and hit something. Or maybe it was the trailer in the roof. That might have been what it was. It was the trailer behind me, obviously, and the height of the roof because it's curved. So, but anyway, bad driving by me, or poor map design by the devs. Dun dun dun. Yeah, poor map design by me. Poor driving by me. not paying attention, not doing it properly. If the fact that the roof may have been low, I should have been paying more attention. Stuck my head out the back and noticed it, but I didn't. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. We're nearly there now, 49 kilometres. I'm not going to fart about reversing backwards and forwards 50,000 times just to prove to you that I can reverse. I've done that before in other videos. You know I can drive that. Sometimes when I'm in the mood for it. But right now, so this is just purely a test video. Thank you all for watching. If any of you, one person, has even managed to watch this bloody thing, thanks. But yeah, it's just what's the word? Blow off the dust and start remembering how to do all this shit again, type thing. I also really want to know the file size. It's going to be horrendous. Sort of thing that will fill your hard drive with crap in less than a week. So yeah, I want to do that before I get into properly doing video games and, you know, from the beginning to an end, proper playthrough series kind of thing. I want to know what sort of file sizes and time uploads and how long it's going to take rendering and all that sort of stuff. The best way to do it is to test. Right, 25 kilometres, nearly there, in Terni. It's taken an eternity to get here. Oh dear. Sorry, excuse the pun. Right, little map. Not too fast. Yeah, 107 and 70 is a little bit excessive. Peel it off a little bit. Oh, look at the trees, lovely. Certainly no shortage of trees in Italy. I can't imagine it's anywhere different than anywhere else. Right, coming up. Oh, there's one thing on the Italian thing that's often the Italian businesses have gates which open as you get to them, and sometimes they're a bit. It's hard to know when they're opening or not, especially on multiplayer when there's multiple trucks going in and out. It gets a bit awkward if it's for you or if it's not, but it doesn't really matter on this one because it's not for us anyway. So this particular thing, right? I think we're just going to dump this just to get the recording done. Planet Sash is going to be an easy one. Where do you want it? No, let's just do that. I can do the other one. It's actually doesn't look that difficult, but I'm just going to do this just to get it out of the way and done, so we can move on, so you can get on with your rest of your life, and don't blame me for stealing 15 minutes of your life for nothing. But yeah, let's get around here. Up to it. See where we're going. Oops. Slows it down. I'm thinking, it doesn't hurt too much, but I'm thinking the drop-off point is there. There we go. No. Keep it wide for the minute. We should be wider. There we go. Back in. Slow it down. A bit more. Stop. Fifth wheel. Thank you. Space. Handbrake on. Ta-da! You bet I can park it. Whatever. Time for big hauling. Whatever that means. Satisfactory. Yeah, I know. I just crashed it into a wall. 197 XP lost, you probably bastard. Okay. Alright. That's it. Done. And Imperator. Oh, that's a Roman thing. Okay. Let's stop the recording here and upload it and get it done. But yeah, you can see fairly good quality. Like I say, we've recorded this at the moment in 2K, and the graphics at the moment. No, I pressed the wrong one, isn't it? Because I'm an idiot. Graphics. 380 by. Okay. See ya. Okay. Right. Done. Let's stop it. Stop. And